Hey guys, this is Jerry. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, I will cover all you need to know about the adaptive cruise control or radar cruise control that's available on the GWM Haval Jolion. Whether it's petrol or hybrid, this will use exactly the system. I'll separate today's video in two different parts. The first part, I'll sit here and show you how the buttons and everything works in theory. On the second part, I'll put the camera on top of my head. I'll show you how the vehicle works under the adaptive cruise control for the point of view drive. As always, if you found this video helpful, the best way to support this channel is to subscribe and like down below. If you wish to check all the other Haval Jolion tutorial reviews, do not forget to check the playlist in the description. Let's turn the camera on and get started. Alright, this is how the steering looks like for the Haval Jolion. You get 5 buttons on the right hand side of the steering that works for the cruise control or for the adaptive cruise control. Right now on the dashboard, nothing is switched on for the cruise control, so nothing is actually showing on the dashboard. If you wish to get the cruise control to go into a standby mode or ready mode, you will need to engage this on and off button. Press this button once, that means the set menu will come on. You can see the gray lines, you can see the cruise control icon on the right, the white letter. That means the cruise control is ready to engage. If you wish to have a little bit more steering assist under the cruise control, you can also engage another function. Press this again. You can see on the dashboard, nothing has changed on the top of the lines, but for your symbol on the right bottom, they added another steering function on top of the cruise control function. That just means while you're under cruise control, the vehicle will also help you to steer a little bit to keep you in the right center of the lane marking, whether it's low or high speed. It's up to you whether you want to just the standard cruise control, driving forward, brake, accelerate for you, or on top of that, if you wish to have the steering assist. And the third click on this button allows you to cancel everything. So now nothing will work. There's no cruise control anymore. So let's push it to the standard adaptive cruise control first. Once you go into the standard cruise control, that means the vehicle is ready to engage under the cruise control setting. If you wish to set at any speed while you are traveling, all you need to do is just press the set button over here. Once you press the set, on the top display under the set menu, that will show particular Ks that you have set. The set kilometers means if the road is fully cleared, there's no traffic in front of you, the vehicle will travel at that set speed. But if you're following any traffic and the traffic is slower than your set speed, your vehicle will automatically slow it down to keep a safe distance. To change that distance, you can press the middle button over here. That allows you to change the distance between you and the front vehicle. You'll notice the distance change in the center. If I keep pressing right now, you can see the change. That will go between 4 to 1 bar. So in terms of consideration, I would say 1 bar is more of a 2 seconds difference. The 4 bar should be around somewhere around 4 to 4.5 seconds. Depends on how you value it. And then again 2 to 3 bars in between. Whatever you like, you can change this and the vehicle will memorize your set distance. Let's say you switch on the vehicle this time, set cruise control under 4 bars. Next time when you stop and start again, the vehicle will memorize it's 4 bars when you engage the cruise control again. And whenever you set the cruise control, if your traveling speed is over 30 km per hour, the vehicle will set at whatever you are driving. But if your traveling speed is below 30 km per hour, when you press the set menu, that means your vehicle will set at 30k instead. That's your lowest set speed. And once you set the set speed, obviously that will display on the top. If you wish to change any set speed, all you need to do is just press the plus or minus over here. Single click, the vehicle speedo will run to 5s. Let's say you were driving at 33, you set at 33, one tap, it will go 35, second tap, it will go 40. Where if you tap the minus, it will go 30 from 33. And the lowest 30k is again 30k. The highest 30k, it's more than using driving speed, I would say 150, 160, something like that. And while the vehicle is on cruise control, to cancel the cruise control, there are a couple ways. One way is to simply press this cancel button on the right. That means the vehicle temporarily pauses the cruise control. Another way is to simply apply the brake. If you manually apply brake, at any time, the cruise control will be paused. And while you're on cruise control, the cruise control function will be green. When it's green, it means it's working, it's doing the cruise control for you. If it's white color like this, or gray color, whatever you want to call it, that means the cruise control is not engaged, but it's ready to engage or re-engage again. If there's no light, that means cruise control function is completely off. And once you have paused the cruise control, you will be able to press the resume function to resume back to cruise control. Or alternatively, you can press the set to set at whatever the driving speed you were driving. So that's how to cancel and resume back to cruise control. Another scenario you meet under the cruise control setting is when your vehicle is moving along, but the front vehicle will eventually come to a complete stop, and your vehicle will follow the front vehicle come to a complete stop. Well, it's waiting for the traffic sign to be green again. Your vehicle will have a different mode to re-engage the cruise control. First scenario is if the vehicle in front of you stops less than 3 seconds, then moves again, your car will automatically move again. You do not need to do anything, no brake, no accelerator, the car will just go back to cruise control automatically, resuming the previous set speed. The second scenario, if the front vehicle stops and stays longer than 3 seconds, you will need to manually resume the cruise control. There are 2 ways to resume. One way, simply push this resume button. Once the vehicle moves, that means the car will just resume back to your set speed again. Second way is to apply the accelerator. So just basically single tap the accelerator pedal, let the car start rolling in motion, and release the pedal now, the vehicle will go back to the adaptive cruise control setting again. So that's how it works in stop-start traffic. Alright, now we are driving on motorway. Let's quickly look at the cruise control. To switch on the cruise control, you want to go this on button first. Once you tap the on button, the first selection will be the cruise control, your adaptive cruise control setting. If you tap it again one more time, you'll see a steering function on the right, a different cruise control instead. In this cruise control, not only it will do what it does under the cruise control, also it will do a little bit more steering assist to try to keep you in the center of the lane marking. Depends on what you like, you can just tap it to switch in between. Today, let's quickly talk about adaptive cruise control first. Once you push the adaptive cruise control button, it's ready to engage. It's not fully engaged just yet. You will need to press the set button underneath. That means the green bar will show we are driving on the set speed. Let's say we set at 36. That was the speed I was traveling when I pressed the set button. You can then press the plus or minus to change your set speed. The set speed means if the road is completely clear, it will go to that particular speed. But if the road is not clear, let's say we have a big truck in front of us, that will drive at a lower speed. Right now, I've set it to 80 km, but the vehicle is only traveling at about 40-ish. Once you have set your speed, next thing you can do is to change your distance by pressing the center button. The center button allows you to change between 4 distances between you and the front vehicle. Generally speaking, that's between sort of 2 to 5 or 4 seconds distance between these 1 to 4 bars. Obviously longer means further, shorter means less. So if you're traveling on motorway, you may want a longer distance, but if you're traveling at low speed, you can do a shorter distance. No matter what distance you choose, the vehicle will balance the distance between you and the front traffic. So right now we're on 2 distance. The good thing about the distance, whenever you are driving, the vehicle will memorize your distance set from last time before you switch off the vehicle. If you have set the distance to be 1 bar this time, it will memorize that 1 bar distance for you. Just like that. And while you're on cruise control, if you wish to disengage the cruise control, there are a couple ways. One way is simply press the disengage button over here. That allows you to cancel the cruise control. Second way, you can press the brake. Whenever you press the brake, it will override the cruise control. That means you are in control of the speed after that. Once you have cancelled the cruise control or temporarily paused the cruise control, you are able to go back to resume. Pressing the top button over here, that allows us to resume back to the previous set cruise control, which was 80 km, for example. And whenever you like, while you're on cruise control, if you want to have that steering assist and the cruise control, you can still tap this button to change to that particular mode as well. But do remember, once you tap this button, you will need to press the set or resume again, so the vehicle will start driving again under the cruise control condition. Now let's press the cruise control up by a little bit more speed to catching up with the traffic. For example, right now, I'll tap the cruise control button to switch that to the steering cruise control, and then let's go to 100 now as I tap the resume button. Another thing you can do is also to override your cruise control speed or your current cruising speed. Let's say right now our cruise control speed is 100, but the vehicle is only driving 80 because of the front traffic. I want to override this particular speed. I want to just get a little bit more acceleration. I can press the pedal at any time on the accelerator. I'll press it now. You can see it temporarily go out of the cruise control. Then once you release the pedal, that will go back to the cruise control again, controlling your speed. When you do the cruise control setting, plus single tap or minus single tap allows the vehicle to go up by 5s. It will round the speed to 5s. So let's say we're driving 100 right now, it will go 95, 90, or if you're driving on 93, it will go 95, 100, things like that. But if you do push and hold one of the plus or minus buttons, it will go up and round to 10s. So that means if you keep pushing minus, it'll go 90, 80, and all that things. The lowest set speed you can do is 30 kilometers. That means if you're traveling under 30 and simply press the set button, you can only reach 30 as minimum set speed. But don't worry, the vehicle still sees the front vehicle and travels at a certain speed. Whatever the front vehicle travels, it's a full speed cruise control even under 30k. And also come to a complete stop if the vehicle in front of you do stop. Another thing is, if the vehicle on the sidelines did cut in the lane, don't worry, your vehicle will identify the car. But if it's some sort of emergency lane change or anything like that, what you still want to do is just manually press the brake to disengage the cruise control, and then after that resume again. As the system is not as intelligent as human eyes, it's not as quick to react to the upcoming traffic compared to our human eyes again. And this is what it looks like under the city driving conditions. So whatever the set speed you have set, the vehicle will travel according to the front traffic. And then when the vehicle in front of you does come to a complete stop, your vehicle will come to a complete stop. And you do not have to press anything when it's on hold under cruise control. There we go, it goes gray. That means it's under cruise control setting. It's doing a pause. If you want to go resume, press the accelerator or press the resume button. That will go back to the adaptive cruise control, just like that. Alright, that's the end of this tutorial. If you found the video helpful, do not forget to subscribe and like. That's the best way to support this channel. As always, I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.